east of the U.S. Capitol Building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Landover. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon.
He's got room to run right at the start, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Finding room to the 20. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Commanders first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got Alex Anzalone gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Crazy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Laporta in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Taken down.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have...
And he will score! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time.
34-yard line.
Start on the ground, and his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He'll find his receiver, Chris Moore. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jalen Holmes getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Goff. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 55.
It is a huge play for Detroit. 55 yards on the game.
A gain of 55 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
It all starts with the protection. There's just no pressure at all. Nothing in his face, nothing at the feet of the quarterback. When you allow him to comfortably stand there and go through his progressions, you just got no shot.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Goff. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's good.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. To throw is Goff. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3.
Lions 14, Commanders 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
So after 1, 14-3 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. There he goes again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
That'll be taken in by Prosky Merrick. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and
he barrels his way into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown, Commanders.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Commanders 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
At the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
And a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
That one out wide to Gibbs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now, faking the give. Has caught. Has laid. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play there for Washington. 41 yards.
First and 10.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Here's second and 2. Moore going in motion. He'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Now a third and 2. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And this is going to set him up with first and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead. But instead, they go backwards.
So back at the 3-yard line, third and goal. Moore going in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
17. Lions 14.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. Off to throw on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
That's good for a Lions first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They hand it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. On first down, it's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
On first and 10, here's Goff. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Commanders 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Pass caught, left side, that's Ertz. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 37 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
Commanders first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get.
18-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit down to 1.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Complete to Jamison Williams. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Laporta in motion. On play action, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball, and those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Aiden Hutchinson getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Slot man in motion left. Now a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That'll be taken in by Merritt. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have the Commanders' first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Washington.
First down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. He'll get this up close to a first down as he stopped just shy of midfield.
That's a gain of 3.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Here's a designed run. And not a whole lot to speak of there. He'll work it down inside the 35.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Moore going in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line.
That's good.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. We'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 2-yard line.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They motion the slot man left. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Lions 21.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of 6. And a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6. And a Lions first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff will get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Khalif Raymond. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Goff. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll go play action with Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
The motion man is Raymond. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On 2nd down, Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. That is caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Now, faking the give. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll look to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That finds Samuel working across. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Washington.
At the 39-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A short one there. He's got Ertz. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A second down throw for Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run the toss with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Detroit.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
6 yards.
A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Goff to throw on first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19. And a very quick first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commanders first down.
43-yard line.
Back to throw. Pass caught. That's Lane. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Lions call their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
32-yard line.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. The tight end Ertz in motion. He'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, third down. Rodriguez. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 38, Lions 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.